There are a lot of great anime movies out there, thereby Weathering with You and Bubble are the topic today. Hi everyone, it's YadKG here. Today I'm gonna talk about a few of my favorite anime movies. Don't know how often do you guys see an anime movie. For me, I don't see anime movies often, just every now and then. Unless it is very famous or hilarious, or I would just be watching the main episodes of anime. That's what I usually do. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video.
That's when you whisper.
Before I get into the main topic today, anime movies, I'd like to mention this anime, Kawaii dake janai Shikimori-san. Shikimori is not just a cutie. It is an anime of the genre of comedy, romance, and school life. Why I want to mention this anime is because this is the first anime that I have finished watching with full English subtitle. I know you may not get what I mean. So to briefly explain it, I'm not a native who can understand all of the English expressions. I was watching the anime while learning vocabulary from the subtitle. I know it is not that easy to understand why I did it. I just wanted to enjoy watching anime while learning things, and it makes the process of watching anime less fun. Nevertheless, at least it is less boring than reading newspaper or something that I hate to do to learn English. It seems just like in memory of it, I mentioned Shikimori is not just a cutie just now. As you may know a bit about this anime, the story revolves a group of high schoolers, in particular a girl and a boy. Even the female main character is stronger than male MC. These two are Izumi and Shikimori. Izumi is a character that has a lot of bad luck in it, thus he can't do things well. Shikimori has been athletic all the time. Before high school, someone rented her manga about romance. She read it and thought she is going after love. When the enrollment exam took place, Izumi's ticket was blown away up on a tree. Then Shikimori helped him out and succeeded. After that, they got to know each other. There's once an event called Couple Number held in school during Bunkasai, namely Cultural Festival. Two of them happened to get the same number. They took a couple photo and their romance has been developing since this point. The story has an athletic girlfriend with a trashy boyfriend in it. I think I've never seen any single anime that has the same character design as this anime. I consider it is a good try, at least I don't hate it. Maybe just like lots of people think that letting a girl protect a boy is an act cowardice. I agree with it like half. But Izumi has too much bad luck that it has someone protect him. By the way, the character I like the most is this one, called Kamiya. There are two reasons I like her. First, she is a blue-haired girl. I think it looks cool to me. Second, there is an accident where she bravely faced the feeling of liking Izumi and told Shikimori about that. Because she knew that Shikimori liked Izumi, she didn't think she should get close to him ever again. Such a good person. Even though it is just a supporting character, I just like it more than liking Shikimori, this main character. Also, all of the characters appearing in the anime are cute. Everything is great. Overall, I give this anime an 8 out of 10. Well, enough talking that is off topic. Let's get into the movies. The first movie I'm gonna talk about is Weathering with You. It is written by Makoto Shinkai, who is one of the popular Japanese directors and authors. He has also made movies such as Your Name, The Garden of Words, and 5 centimeters per second, etc. etc. Originally, I wanted to talk about Your Name, but it is too long since I saw it last time. I'm afraid of that I will make it worse, so let's skip this movie. Weathering with You starts with a high schooler. A high schooler called Hodaka Morishima runs away from his hometown in order to get rid of his troubled home life to Tokyo. When he is being sent by a ferry, a rainstorm hits it, and he is saved by Keisuke Suga, who gives him a job afterward. While he is working for Suga's mysterious occult magazine publishing company, because of an oopsie, he meets Hina Amano, an employee working in McDonald's. She takes pity on him by giving him food, and he accidentally finds a handgun in an abandoned bag found down a street. In the meantime, what the employees of the magazine company have to do is to investigate urban legends related to the unusual rainy weather in Tokyo. It rains 7/24 every day. Once, they hear the legend of a sunshine girl who can control the weather. Hodaka walks down a street and sees Hina being forced into working at an alley. He scares off those badass by firing the gun he found into the air. Then they escape together. Hina takes him to an abandoned building, Yoyogi Kaikan, with a shrine on the roof. He throws his gun away here because this building is pretty secluded and it is very dangerous owning a gun in Japan. Hina astonishes Hodaka by using her ability to clear the sky by praying. Hodaka finds out that Hina lives alone with her brother Nagi, and they have no adult guardian. Right now, they are having a financial trouble. Hodaka proposes to start a business with Hina with the ability of clearing the sky. Because it rains all day long, the sky is gloomy all the time. It is good to utilize this rare ability to make people happy, such as during weddings and parties, and make money from it at the same time. They once helped out in a firework festival. Hina is shown on television and they get too many requests from the general public. Thus, they decide to close their business. Unfortunately, police and detectives are searching for them, for they have no legal guardians, and Hodaka once fired his gun. Right after that, Suga fires Hodaka and gives him his severance pay, explaining that the police suspect him of kidnapping Hodaka. Hodaka, Hina, and Nagi take shelter in a hotel and spend the night with instant food and doing karaoke. As midnight passes, Hina reveals that her body is slowly turning into water the more she uses his power. She explains that she is the cause of the abnormal weather and is supposed to be a human sacrifice, and her disappearance will make the weather reverse to normal. Hodaka promises to protect her, but the next morning, Hina has vanished into the sky and the rain has stopped. In the morning, the police track Hodaka to the hotel room. Nagi is sent to the Children's Counseling Center and Hodaka is taken to the police station. Hodaka has fallen in love with Hina, deciding to bring her back to Earth and escaping from the police custody with the help of Natsumi, who is the niece of Suga. Hodaka strives arriving to Yoyogi Kaikan building with her help to reach the shrine. Inside, he encounters Suga, who attempts to stop him. The police surround Hodaka, but Suga is inspired by Hodaka's desperation to see Hina, helps him escape. At the rooftop shrine, Hodaka jumps through the shrine gate and is transported into the sky, where he finds Hina and asks her to live with him, insisting that Hina let go of her worries about the weather and start living on for herself. Here's the scene where Hodaka is saving Hina in the air. Hodaka, Natsumi, Nagi, and Suga are all arrested, and the heavy rains resume. Hodaka is sentenced to a 3-year probation and sent back to his hometown. 3 years later, the rains is still falling without end in Tokyo. In the spring of 2024, Hodaka finishes his probation, graduates from high school, and returns to Tokyo to start college. He meets with Suga, and Suga encourages him to find Hina. He finally finds her praying on a street overlooking the drowned city. They reunite, with Hodaka promising her that they will be alright. The story ends here. I undoubtedly appreciate this movie. Also, I was crying pretty hard while watching this. I'm kinda regretful that I didn't watch it in a cinema. I'm sure watching it in cinema is definitely a treat for me. Overall, I give it a 10 out of 10, a masterpiece in my heart. In addition, I give Your Name a 9 out of 10, even though I have not talked about anything about it. I just want to make a result for it. Secondly, I'd like to talk about this contemporary anime movie airing this year, which is Bubble. Bubble was made by Wit Studio, which is pretty famous these days. Also directed by Tetsuro Araki, who is known for Guilty Crown, Attack on Titan, and Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. Musician is Hiroyuki Sawano. Therefore, superficially viewing this, it looks like it is a big movie directed by a famous director, the animation made by a famous company, and songs created by Hiroyuki Sawano. It sounds awesome even not start watching it. At the beginning, the world is submerged by bubbles that break the laws of reality. An explosion happens in Tokyo Tower that makes the city uninhabitable. Various young folk defy the restrictions and live there anyway. They make parkour tournaments as a method to barter and trade supplies. In one of the numerous parkour teams, the Blue Blaze, a 19-year-old shonen Hibiki. He is an exceptional parkour genius, but he avoids going to crowded places since he has a hearing ultra-sensitivity. Due to gravity anomalies, it is impossible to arrive at Tokyo Tower. One day, Hibiki attempts to climb the tower because he hears a woman singing a song. He ends up falling into the ocean where a girl made of bubble saves him. He takes her to his ship. She seems obviously new to being a human. She learns quickly how to act like a normie from others who live in the ship. Hibiki names her Uta. It means song, because she knows the song he hears. Teammates and coach see that Uta is quite a talented parkourer, so Uta and Hibiki train parkour together. The first match Uta participates is against a team called Undertakers. However, in a final catch, when Uta touches Hibiki, her arm fades away into bubbles. When all of them make a celebration feast, Uta seems to hear a voice from her older sister, calling her to come back. Bubble incident starts up again. Uta tries to stop it climbing up to the tower. Hibiki and the members go to save her. In the final scene where they have saved each other, but Uta's body fades into bubbles, as in the fairy tale, The Little Mermaid. Before she has completely faded into bubbles, she tells Hibiki that he makes it worth for her to be a human. Moreover, because she encounters with Hibiki, Uta is able to become herself, and she understands that, oh, this is the heart of human being, a heart that would feel lonely, would fall in love with others. After a moment, Uta has faded into bubbles. BGM goes and Tokyo reverts to a normal place. With the bubbles gone, the citizens of Tokyo return and start to rebuild. The youngsters still continue doing their parkour tournaments in Tokyo. Whether it is real or not, when Hibiki is continuing to do parkour, there is a bubble following him which could imply it is Uta. The entire story ends here. The ending cutscene is showing what and where they sample for this movie from reality and only put Uta in the picture. I like it so much. Makuya, When the Promised Flower Blooms. Animation was made by PA Works, as known as Sayonara no Asa ni Yakusoku no Hana o Kazaro. It was airing in 2018. So first thing about this movie is that I don't think it is a masterpiece for me, but I kinda have some impression of it. Please bear with me if I'm mistaken, because it's also been a long time since I watched it last time. It's about two kinds of human. One is normal human like us, another one is called the Lord. Lives far removed from the world of humans, spending their days weaving hibyo, which is a special cloth. Then the main character Makuya is a Lord, takes care of a boy called Ariel, named and adopted by herself. After Ariel has grown up, he acts a little bit rebellious to her. There's a series of incidents happening afterwards. Once, Makuya helps a girl give a birth to her baby. The girl is actually Ariel's girlfriend, and the girl says no wonder Ariel likes his mom so much. She is such a beautiful woman. I think at the end of the day, the story wants to tell us that time flies. We have to cherish every moment we live in the world. As in the story, Makuya is a long lifespan race where she can't live with normal humans because she'd feel much more lonely when the human die. As we grow up, we understand more and more about the world and might get disappointed. Again, there's a reason it keeps me watching, might be because the final BGM, Ria Toru, sung by Ryo Okano. Anyway, that's it for today. Here's the end of the video. Sorry for keeping for long. Hope you've been enjoying it. I don't think I'd ever be able to talk about anime movies in near future, cause I don't often see them, and I've literally talked all of the movies I want to include at once in this one video. All of them have given me such a good feeling. It's been YatKG. If you like the video, please share it. I will see you in the next one. Ja.